Hello YouTube and welcome to my latest league match with Darren. This is our second league match. The first one ended 3-1 to me. And this is also the chap who beat me very recently in the semi-final of the Challenge Cup, where the footage didn't come out as expected, unfortunately, so it just wasn't good enough for viewing. So let's see how we get on with this match. For me, this was a game, a lot of missing, unfortunately. Now, that red that I've just missed was because I'd overrun the position from the blue slightly, and I was having to try and turn the red with a load of side, and it didn't work. And the red at the bottom of the bunch goes, so if I can run this in off of 2 cushions, and hopefully not go too far. But sadly I did go too far. I really wanted to be on that because that's what we like to call the hover red, and it was always going to open the bunch if I'd have been able to get on it, and I should have stayed on pink or black. But never mind. My safety went slightly wonky, and Darren's potted nice ball to the middle, and I think he's got the same idea as me. Yeah. He's trying to get on this red as well. So both of us sadly didn't manage to get on that red and open the bunch properly. So just a safety. Oh, kind of missed his first red there. But this chap's definitely capable of making some bigger breaks. Maybe not to the extent that Gareth seems to knock them in against me. But he's definitely capable of knocking in half centuries and more. But that one's a little bit unfortunate, with the white just sticking on the bunch. Right, red does go to the middle. The white also goes to the middle. Yes, not one of my finer efforts, but I was trying to get high on the blue because pink and blue block each other going into the right middle, and also the blue's blocking the pink to go in the left middle. Right, main objective with this red is to get the white back to bulk, which I'm really happy that I managed to find the path back. So part 1 of the shot was, as I say, to get the white there, and part 2 was to try and pot the red, rather than the other way around. So the shot to nothing worked, but as normal, when they work, you normally end up not on a colour. So I tried to play the snooker behind the yellow, and Darren has unfortunately gone in off. Cue ball needs to run. No, I've left that one. Oh, yeah, that's not a good position to leave the cue ball in, is it? Naughty. But I'm trying to be a lot more positive in this match, because, well, it's because I know I can pot the balls, and I'm kind of going for a lot more shots that I would normally have rejected, just to see what works, really. I mean, I know it's a league match and not just messing around, but need to at some point try and progress forwards, and trying to take on board all of the stuff that came from my last lesson, and that always takes a few games to sink in. So a few shots later on, there was a couple of sort of nothing safety shots, but I ended up there, or rather I left it there for Darren. I thought that was quite a safe place on the table, but he proved me wrong. So difficult one to the middle, couple of cushions behind the pink. Not too far away, but yeah, I didn't get the angle on that one. Thankfully, it's gone relatively safe. Now, this is one of those ones where putting everything into the pot and hoping that if I play it at the right place, I'll be on the pink. Oh, I've managed to get that one in a little nudge on the red. So lovely nudge on the red, straight on the pink, and I'm playing out for the red that's to the left of the black. And if I get on it, great, because I wanted to get on that one first because it was difficult to get on, because it does only go to this corner. And I felt that if I'd have taken the other red, I may not have got on that one following the next colour. So very, very thin snick, and trying to pop this one in the middle, but also get the white back down this end of the table should I miss. So there was an element of safety in that one, just unfortunately the red has gone next to the green and over the green pocket. I say over, it's quite a way, but he's made short work of that one. And unfortunately, cue ball's gone next to the blue. Right, so I'm 27 behind, 27 on. Would you believe that was actually an effort at a pot, I'm ashamed to say. Now that is definitely going to be the end of the frame. Just see how many of these balls Darren can pot. There's no point in me bothering trying to come back for snookers. So reverse double would take him nicely onto the pink. Played the blue really well actually, that went in very smooth. And I thought the cue ball was going to run a bit closer to the pink actually, but it didn't. So that's the end of the first frame. Well done to Darren for that one. No big breaks, no lighting up the sky with anything unfortunately. A couple of decent pots and safety shots, but that's about as far as it goes. So I'm very happy with that break at the beginning of the second frame, especially as Darren has gone in off. Just trying the little dump shot down, leaving me near the corner. And I've overhit that one by quite some margin. So the aggressive safety shot, opening the bunch, and getting the cue ball back to safety. Can I get the cue ball back there somewhere? Thankfully, I've played quite a decent safety shot. However, the only edge of the red that was sticking out was the potting angle. But that's how it goes with shots to nothing, isn't it? You know, sometimes you're focusing 100% on getting the cue ball back to the baulk cushion that the object ball ends up going in. So we've both played one of those in this match so far. Okay, That red does pot. Can I find the gap between the two reds and come back up for the black? I potentially could have done if I'd have hit that one a bit firmer, a little bit more solid, rather than just tickling it. And yes, as you can see, trying to pop that one and go all the way around the angles. And I've somehow managed to leave it safe. Now I'm going to just leave this bit in here because I wanted initially to try and play a safety shot up towards the yellow, but with this red sitting over the corner, I think, do you know what, there's no point. I know pink and black are both tied up. Let's keep things really safe and play a dangerous safety and try and get the white in somewhere behind this red or in the jaws of the pocket so that that one wasn't potable. So I think that was a much better safety shot actually. And this one's fraught with danger, so I've hit that one a little bit too thin. Because all of the balls that I could have gone for, they all seem to... The white path always seemed to be looking at going into other balls. That was not far away at all, was it? Oh, surprised I got that one. Normally I miss those. So, half ball contact on the pink would be lovely. But you've got to pop the blue first, you idiot. Oh, when will you learn? A marvellous, marvellous pot there into the middle at the pace. Left himself nicely on the blue to come back down the table for a choice. The cue ball just ran on a bit too much, and the only one he had a chance at was the one along the cushion. Yes, and I seem to have got away with that one. And Darren's safety's left me a chance at this long red, but this is how you butcher a shot like that. That was... the red needs a taxi to get to the pocket, and the cue ball was nowhere near where it should have been. Yes, my last two shots have been definitely not ones for the highlight reel, shall we say. And the cannon's gone a bit wrong on the blue there after potting that red, so he's just keeping me tucked up. Now I think I can get a safety shot off of this red round the back of the black. But instead, I've gone cannoning straight into it and left him a shot on that red, which has been very nicely controlled. That one, on the other hand, was not up to his normal standard. I hope he doesn't mind me saying. But he has got away with it. Can I put the white in just behind the green off of this red? So just trying to play it really tight in behind. Oh, pace was right. Just very, very slightly wrong angle off the red. It's left him a shot, but he's excuse me, missed the red and hit the pink. So you see me just put my finger on the table because that's marking the pink. Now, do I want to put Darren back in, or do I want to play a shot to nothing off of the red that's near the pink spot? I'm going to play the red because I think if I'd have put him back, he'd have tucked me up quite nicely. So very happy with that pot, and where the white's gone, it's actually left me a shot on the black. So, but having a quick look at the pink, can't see it. Brown, not much point in taking. But as I said a second ago, I can take the black, and I'm going to try and screw it in, and the white should hopefully go between the red and the blue. and then come down towards the rest of them and make contact with something, so that I'm then on another red. I got I got the path I wanted with the cue ball, but unfortunately I didn't make any sort of contact. So let's see if I can play a decent safety and get the cue ball up behind the yellow. So happy with that one because I didn't leave the red above the blue. That's a good return. Now this one is a very thin, it's got to be a very precise safety. But I was looking at the pot, thinking, do you know what, that one might go in, and hoping that the white came back up the table. So I'm glad the red went in, because otherwise I'd have left Darren back in. But let's play this brown and come back down the table for the red that's either above the blue to the left corner, or the one that's closest to the right cushion to the right corner. And I don't think I'm going to play a positional shot better than that in this whole match. So just drop it in, leave the white ball somewhere. Well, I was hoping to play the white into the blue to leave me a nice shot on the black. So now I can't actually get to the middle of the cue ball. So yeah, as I couldn't get to the middle of the cue ball, I was trying to pot it with loads of right hand side, and I didn't adjust for the side, unfortunately. So here's a plant above the black. And I was hoping to get back up onto the pink, but I'm on the yellow instead. However, oh god, I've missed that yellow by an absolute country mile and planted the pink in. If you can recreate that shot, carry on. Oh my god, that was awful. Anyway. Right, let's see if I can get onto that pink from this red. Just make sure I get the rest and cue out of the way. Just about. Unfortunately, it's ended up straight, so just dropping this in. No point in taking the blue or trying to go around the table off the pink. I might as well just drop it in. But I then go and miss that red. That wasn't an easy one. And neither was that, actually, to be fair. This, on the other hand, if I miss this, I need to hang my cue up. Right, standing behind the red next to the blue and play it into the same corner as the black. And then either have the blue to the left middle or the black to the corner. Not fussed which. So I've gone too far. Black to the corner up for the red. Oh, come on. You put the white exactly where you wanted to. Excuse me. But Darren's missed that one. And I can just about get past the pink to the red. But I'd thought I could pot that one. It would appear that I couldn't. So Darren's trying to tuck me up, and he's got a half ball snooker on the red. But can I swerve round the pink and black and hit the red, hopefully potting it? Ambitious shot, I know, but it's one that I know that I can do. So I'm 33 in front, 27 on. Let's take this brown. And be nicely on the yellow. But being 37 in front, Darren says, do you know what, even if you miss that, I'm not going to bother playing for snookers. So that's the end of that frame. We are now 1-all. Probably fair reflection on the two frames so far. No decent breaks from either of us, unfortunately. I was expecting one of us to knock in at least something in the 20s so far, maybe in the 30s, but not to be. Will it be any better with frames 3 and 4? You'll have to wait and find out, which shouldn't be too far away. But for now, everybody, take care.